Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, the Stock Dude, back on the prowl again. Last week, I made a video and I showed you in that video my own personal stock scan that I made to find stocks priced between $1 and $5 per share. Now, as I said before, stocks that are priced that low are called penny stocks, between $1 and $5 per share. Now, I got to be honest with you. I'm not really a big fan of penny stocks. But what I am a big fan of is making lots of money. I'm a fan of that. So anything that I may not particularly be crazy about, I still, if given the opportunity, will look at the situation and find out if the risk is worth the reward. So I did the very scan today that I showed you guys last week. I ran that same scan, and that scan turned up one particular stock that I think has the potential to go a lot higher. So I'm going to show you guys how to take advantage of what I found running that scan from last week. I ran the scan today and it jumped out at me. And that scan produced what I call a potential hot stock. So what I want to do is show you how to take advantage of this hot stock that I found. So if you hang around to the end of the video, I'm going to show you how to take advantage of what I found using the very screen that I showed you guys last week. So stay tuned. Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, the Stock Dude. Now, as I said, last week I made a video and I showed you guys my personal scan how to find stocks priced between $1 and $5 per share. So that very scan that I showed you guys last week, today I ran that scan and I found a company that you may be interested in possibly getting a position in, because I believe this stock is poised and ready for takeoff. And I'm going to show you exactly what stock I'm talking about. So right now we are on the home page of one of my favorite, and I do mean favorite, websites for finding stocks. It goes by the name of Finviz.com. Right now we're on the home page. So if you are there, even if you're not there, get there. Put the video on pause and go to Finviz.com, and I promise you, when you unpause your video, I'll be sitting right there just like this, waiting on you. But let us begin. Go to your screener tab, and I saved mine from last week. Now I might put a link in the description of this video. That way you can look at last week's video again if you haven't seen it, or if you're new to this channel. So I'm gonna go down to this screen that I had last week. Now I named mine Cheapskate because people love cheap penny stocks between the price of $1 per share and $5 per share. So the parameters of that scan, once again, price on Finviz between $1 and $5 per share. Another parameter to find these stocks, average volume, set it to over 300K, because anything that we do on this channel, we gotta have liquidity. We gotta make sure that we can get out of a stock in a hurry with profit, or get into a stock in a hurry to get profit. So we need liquidity to be high so we can get in and out with ease. So set your average volume to over 300 300,000 shares per day. That just means shares bought and sold over 300,000 per day. And set your relative volume to over 3. So that means that all of these stocks that come up on this scan will have at least, at the minimum, 3 times as much volume on the current day as the average volume is for that stock. The last parameter, put current volume over 1 million. So that means that everything that's pulled up on this screen right here that we're showing you is going to have at least 1 million shares traded as of today, because this is when I ran the screen again today. So right all the way down at the bottom, it's a company that goes by the name of ZAGG Incorporated. Now their ticker symbol is Z as in zebra, A as in apple, G as in go, G as in go. ZAGG stands for ZAGG Incorporated. Now I got a couple of notes that I want to share with you guys on ZAGG. Now ZAGG Incorporated is a specialty retailer. Now when I think of this company, it reminds me a lot of those little small stores that you see like in the mall, where they sell cell phones, tablets, and like accessories for the cell phones, accessories for your tablets, and they also have like those little service plans. So if you buy a cell phone, you can get it covered in case something happens to it. That's what ZAGG Incorporated is all about. Once again, they are a specialty retailer. Now, I'm looking at this chart, and one thing that I can tell, it happened back in June. If you look on your screen right here, you'll see a big green candle. Now that big green candle that came in June is very, very important, because it showed me that the millionaires and the billionaires that trade stocks and the companies that buy stocks, they are interested in ZAGG Incorporated, because they came in on that day, which is June the 8th. They came in and they bought almost 3 million shares of ZAGG Incorporated. Now, what them guys usually do when they come in hard like that and purchase shares and price spikes way up, a lot of times they'll wait and let the price come back down. That way they can get a better price. And then stocks do what's known as consolidate, which means that for a period of months or so, it may not go up a whole lot, but it doesn't go down a whole lot. It'll trade in a range. And the range is right up to the $4.50 per share mark. That's the high end of the range. The low end of the range is down here, as low as $2.76 per share. So I saw this volume spike when I did this scan today, and I'm looking at it, and for a few months it consolidated and went lower. Then if you look right here in August, oh, here they come again. They're buying it. Now the price has come down since they came in on June the 8th, and here it is early part of August. Here they are. They're back buying more shares. Price goes up a little bit, price comes down. That's once again a consolidation pattern, where it doesn't go up too much, but it doesn't come down too much. And it trades kind of sideways. In other words, it consolidates. Had another little spike of buying, another spike of volume came in right here at the beginning of September. And it's kind of went down, up a little bit, down, and once again it's in a range. But this right here, what happened on Friday, I ran the scan today, which is Sunday, the 13th of December 2020. I ran the scan again today, and this right here is the most recent trading day, which was Friday. This is what caught my attention, because I'm noticing the average volume is 670,000 shares. That's the average. But on Friday, they traded over 8.4 million shares bought and or sold on Friday. And I thought about it and I started looking. And I said to myself, the high that this thing closed at when big money first came into it was right around $4.50 per share. Then from June all the way until Friday in December, that's quite a few months, they came in with all of this volume once again. And if you notice right here, this magenta line is right there where the stock closed when the big dogs first decided to buy in. That's where it closed at. And it formed that magenta line, which is a line of resistance. So being that this volume on Friday is so high and it came in so heavy, it kind of tells me that the ones who have money, the millionaires and the billionaires and the hedge fund investors that purchase millions of shares of stock for other investors within their company, they trying to push this up. Now, what I want to let you guys know is if this thing breaks in price and goes above this $4.50 price range, if it gets above that, hey, this thing gonna fly. And I would say if it breaks this area of $4.50, now when I say break, I mean close above this magenta line. That's what I mean when I say breaks out. If it closes above that magenta line at 450, if I were you, I would grab as many shares of ZAGG Incorporated as I could. But like I always say, I am not a stock expert, nor do I play one on YouTube. So anything that you hear on this channel or any other channel, make sure you do your own due diligence before you put your hard-earned money on the line. But I can only tell you what I am gonna do. So when this thing breaks that magenta line of resistance at 450, just to give you an idea of how much money that you can make. If this thing breaks the price of 450 and breaks through that resistance area, I think it'll go as high as the high on this red candle was. And the red candle closed at $6.13. Now let us say at $4.23 that you buy 1,000 shares and you pay $4.23 per share. That would cost you $4,230 to control and to purchase 1,000 shares of ZAGG Incorporated. Now, that's a lot. I get it. But let us say that you did that. And I think that this thing will run as high as that red candle where it closed at right around $6.13. So let's say you have 1,000 at $4.23 and you sell that 1,000 at $6.13. So you buy at $4.23 and you sell at $6.13. That gives you a profit of $1.90 times 1,000 because you would own 1,000 shares. So multiply 1.9 times 1,000, which is the number of shares that you own if you buy 1,000 at $4.23. Your potential profit is $1,900. Now, I don't know about you, but me personally, right now, near Christmas time, $1,900. Oh yeah, I could do something with $1,900. Now I know a lot of you were probably wondering, like, okay, stock dude, come on, man. I don't have no $4,230 to buy 1,000 shares of ZAGG Incorporated. No matter how many green candles you got, no matter how much volume you got, no matter stock dude, whatever you saw on Friday coming in, man, I can't buy 1,000 shares of ZAGG Incorporated because I don't have no $4,230. That's what you're thinking, right? Because I hear you thinking it. It's coming right through the internet from your mouth, your brain, to my ears. I hear you saying that. So look, I'm going to give you another way to control 1,000 shares of ZAGG Incorporated. I'm going to show you a cheapskate way where you cannot spend as much money. But first, I want to take this time to welcome our new viewers to this channel. Now, if this is your first time coming to this channel, first of all, I want to say I'm glad you're here. Thank you for stopping by. And I want to ask you guys that if you have not done so yet, please take the time to hit that subscribe button and turn on that little notification bell at the top right hand corner of your page. When you turn that on, then the next video that comes out, you will be alerted and you won't miss a thing, because your boy drops these videos on a regular basis. So the next video that comes out, if you are subscribed and your notification bell is on, you'll be alerted. And they'll send a notification and you will know that, hey, stock dude got a new banger out, man. Let me go see what that dude with the nice colorful shirt is talking about. But for real, if this is your first time, welcome, and I hope that you come back again. Now, back to these cheapskates. I know $4,000 some odd dollars is a lot to control 1,000 shares of stock. No matter what the setup is, no matter how good the chart look, no matter how colorful my shirt is, the whole thing, I get it. So I'm going to show you a way that you can control 1,000 shares of ZAGG Incorporated for a lot less money. Go to this website that I use right here called finance.yahoo.com. Now, if you're on the internet and you have this video playing on your phone, and if you are able to, go to a computer. I know I'm the only one that still have a desktop, but I'm cool with that. But type in Yahoo Finance and you'll see a link that'll bring you right here to the actual website, finance.yahoo.com. In your search bar right here, you type in the ticker symbol for ZAGG, which is ZAGG. Now, I've already done it. Then you go back here to this tab that says options. Now what these are option contracts. For those that don't know, one contract will allow you to control 100 shares of stock in a particular company. ZAGG Incorporated is a company that trades options. So one contract will allow you to control 100 shares of ZAGG Incorporated stock. Now, as we said before, if you are able to buy 1,000 shares, God bless you. I would recommend it. If you could do it, do it. Because I think in the next few months, it'll be worth it. Because I believe they're trying to push the price of that stock up higher because of the amount of volume that came in according to the chart. But for those of us that don't have 4,000 some odd dollars, your boy gonna show you what to do about that. Now, I believe, going back to this chart, I believe that within the next month, or at the most the next 2 months, that this price is going to break through this resistance area and it's going to go up towards, the first stop will be $5.36 range, and if it clears that resistance area, it's going to go up to this area right here of over $6. per share. That's what I believe, but I'm not a stock expert, nor, well, you know the rest. But these contracts that will enable you to control 100 shares of ZAGG Incorporated stock per contract, you can get 10 of these contracts and you can control the same 1,000 shares of stock just by owning 10 contracts, because each contract will let you control 100 shares. 10 times 100 is, yep, you got it, 1,000. So I believe that if you're looking to put some money to work, I would suggest to you guys a contract that expires February 19th, 2021 of next year. Look at this. You can get for ZAGG Incorporated the $5 call contract. Look at the price, between $10 and $15 per contract. 0.10 is 10 cents, 0.15 is 15 cents. But remember, each one of these contracts represents 100 shares of stock. So to find out your actual cost per contract, you take the 10 cents that's listed right here in the last price area and you multiply that times 100. So $10 per contract is your actual cost. $10 per contract to control 100 shares of a stock that I pretty much know is going higher within the next few months. So to control 1,000 shares, like I suggested earlier, if you could do, you would have to purchase 10 of those $10 contracts. So for the mere investment of $100, 10 contracts at $10 a piece equals, yep, $100 for a mere $100 investment. If you're able to do that, you can control 1,000 shares of this company by the name of ZAGG Incorporated. Now, the strike price is $5. So that means that if ZAGG Incorporated stock price reaches $5 per share, which I believe it will, but if it does, then these 10 contracts, if you choose to purchase them, will be known as what's called in the money, which means they have actual tangible value to them. Now, just to give you an idea of what these $10 contracts listed today could possibly be worth if they get in the money, if that stock price of ZAGG reaches $5 or higher, the in the money contract for the $4 February strike price sold for 45 cents per contract times 100, sold for $45. So look at what I'm saying. You can possibly buy a contract for $10 Monday when the stock market opens tomorrow, and if it makes it to $5 or higher by February 19th, what you paid $10 for could possibly be worth as much as $40 to $45 per contract. Think about it. You paying $10 for it, and you have an opportunity to probably sell it for quadruple that, $45 or higher. I think it's worth checking out. So this is what my suggestion to you guys is. Take a look for yourself, do your own due diligence, and use the stock screen that I just gave you last week in the other video. Do your own stock analysis, your own research, your own chart analysis, and if you can, grab you some shares of ZAGG Incorporated. But if you can't afford the shares, hey, your boy got your back like vertebrae. I just showed you a cheap way to do it. Grab you some contracts for February 19th, 2021 expiration date at only $10 to $15 per contract. Get some, hold them, and see what happens, man. You have a chance to 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 times your investment. You can't beat it. So if you like the content in this video, I ask that you please hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and also make sure you come back to see your boy again. I'm the one known as the Stock Dude, and I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.